You know pivot tables, but there's one thing Excel won't tell you. When you drop a text field into the values area, it counts. That's it. No options, no flexibility, just a number. But inside Power Query, there's a function called Text.Combine that replaces the default aggregation and merges the text value into one cell automatically. Most Excel users have never seen this. And once you do, you may never go back to pivot tables. So we have a small data set that we're going to pivot within Power Query. Let's put this into Power Query. Select anywhere in my data set, go to data, get from table and range. What Excel is going to do is it's going to turn it into a table first. So it's going to give you that option to create a table. My table does have headers. Click OK. And it's going to bring up the Power Query editor. So in this instance, what I want to do is I want to pivot. I want to have the region. We only have two regions, the EMEA and APAC. That will be my columns. And I'll have the products, the unique values for the products here, and the comma separated values for the size. So we're going to do a pivot. Now I'm going to select the column that I want to have it separated into different columns. And that would be my region column here, but I want to have this into two columns, one that says EMEA and one that says APAC. So I'll click that. That's selected. Go to transform, pivot column. So see here, use the names in column region to create new columns. So that's going to be created with EMEA and APAC. What do I want from my values column? That's going to be the size here. So select size. Let's expand the advanced options here. By default, it's going to count all. We don't want that, but let's see what it does. Click OK. And you see it did it. So it gave us a count of shirt sizes, but not the comma separated values of them. So let's see what we can do to change that. Click the gear icon here to go back into that step. Expand the advanced options again. And instead of count, let's say don't aggregate. Don't do any counting or anything like that. Click OK. And it kind of gives us where we want to go. We have our large here and our single values here. But the ones that have multiple values, they give us an error. So if we click this error, it tells us there's a list there. That basically says it can't bring up those multiple items. So how do we fix this? So we're going to have to edit the M code here a little bit. And after size, what we're going to do is type each space underscore. And let's click the check mark here. And it gives us a list. So now this is kind of advancing. So if we click on here, this tells us that it has that large there. The errors down here, we can see that there's two smalls here. So this is kind of getting where we want. We don't want to show this list. We want to have the actual values. We want to wrap this underscore under a command to combine it. And that's going to be text.combine, text.combine, open parentheses. After the underscore is a comma, and we want to separate it by commas, right? So that we have to add a comma there in double quotes. Click on the check mark here. And we got an error because it's expecting a closing parentheses here. So I'm going to put a closing parentheses, check mark again, and now we have our comma separate values. But what if we wanted to see unique values? Because in our case, in this example, we don't want to see it where we have two smalls here. If we already had unique values in here, that'd be okay. But we don't need it in this case since there's two smalls for the t-shirt in Americas. And so what we need to do is just have a distinct command. So similar where we had a list.distinct command here in the beginning, because we want to have distinct EMEA and APAC, we want to have it here. So we're going to type in list.distinct, wrap that in parentheses, and click the check mark here. And now we have our distinct values in the data area here. Go to home, click close and load. It's going to put it into a brand new worksheet here. And let's expand this. So that's how we can use Power Query to simulate a pivot table and put text values in the data area of it. And if we want to have unique values in the comma separated values, and I show you two ways that we can have values within that comma separated value field, one where there's non-unique values and one where there's unique values. Did the text.combine in Power Query change everything? If this gave you that, I didn't know Excel could do that moment, hit like and subscribe for more.